all the commotion is breaking news, they got an ad on TV. Popping out on them, a politicking, probably in a section where you not permitted. My honey's matching my Dodger fitted, playing all goal, ain't no stopping in it. Look, salute when you see me, I bought her a CC and that was her purse, disgusting with do for a purse, disgusting with do for the clout. I'm one of the realest, the realest.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And a throw right sideline is complete. They're going to get this behind the 30 before it's taken down. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He finds Smith out of the backfield. They'll get this way past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 36. Now a shotgun handoff to Hill. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They try the left side with Hill. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. They'll run it out of the gun with Hill. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They'll go with Hill here on first down. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a handoff. Here's Hill. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now on first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hurts sets up to throw it. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on him. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little bit if he takes off and runs.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts rolling to his right.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well where you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
An option handoff given to Sanders.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
This defense for the Jets, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
On 2nd and 7, Hurts eluding the pressure right. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Throwing is Hurts.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Second and 8. Here's Hurts to throw.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Here's Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's a reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure that
absolutely.
he gets targeted. But the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Six yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hurts.
And he's got Dorsett complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
On 1st and 10, it's Gainwell.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll roll him out right.
Open right side, complete to Rager. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts
keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Here we go. Here we go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. It's caught on the right side at Smith. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Sanders, a first down, still going. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
They'll throw now on the final play. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Carl Lawson, former Bengal, in on the stop. Second down and 8. Back to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Play action. Here's Hurts.
Sliding out of the pocket. Well, this is Smith with a grab. And he makes it all the way down to the 13-yard line.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And normally when you see guys moving this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play. And then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off. And he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, as we all know, possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Dallas Goedert with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Come on, man. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Wilson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off with great anticipation. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
Now, post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that, because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wilson. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, Hurts. It's caught. Smith. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Hurts to his former Alabama teammate Smith for an Eagle 1st down. On 1st down, it's Sanders. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Jets 14. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Second and 10.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check her out. Check 99. Take go.
To throw is Wilson.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw again is Wilson. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. That's now 3 turnovers in this second half. Very costly. And earlier in the half, Charles, when I asked you for your keys to the second half, you said, hey, maybe try it, but it's going to be turnovers. That's been the story.
It certainly has, but I didn't expect it to be this much of the story. I mean, when you're getting up to 3, you're really putting your team in jeopardy.
Okay, ready? Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check it back.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 73 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Good job.
Miles Sanders, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Eagles look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Play action. Now Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down now, it's Howard, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
Brings up second and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Second down, back to Sanders.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Hill running right. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
59 yards on the ground for him so far.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Here's Hill again on second down.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now Wilson. And now here is another interception. Darius Slay with a pick.
And the Eagles are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Now Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Let's go. Cowboy 83. Mike. I'm trying to collect. Check.
Second down, back to Sanders.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And it's third down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.